Liverpool's 3-2 victory over Newcastle was yet another captivating fixture in the race for the Premier League title, with the Reds showing a considerable amount of bottle and heart to break through a dogged Magpie defensive line. Divock Origi, who is starting to make a name for himself as the go-to for a last-minute winner, popped up again with a header from Xherdan Shaqiri in swinging free kick on 86 minutes. A draw would have meant that Manchester City could have gone 3 points clear at the top of the table with just one game to play, and not to mention a superior goal difference as well. There were many talking points throughout the game. One being Mo Salah's potential concussion after colliding viciously with the hip of Newcastle stopper line.Divock. The Egyptian left the pitch in tears on doctor's orders. Another controversy was the actual awarding of the free kick, with Fabinho looking to dive after being closed down by Origi, about 5 yards from the linesman. However, despite multiple incidents being discussed, if you were watching NBC, then you would surely have had a more positive talking point to discuss with your mates. Arlo, NBC's leading Premier League commentator, produced a quite compelling opening to the game at Street. James Park with a Game of Thrones themed introduction. Well, as we approach the final episodes of this spellbinding saga to crown the new Premier League kings, Xherdan Klopp will set his Red Dragons out to scorch the St. James Park turf, so he can spend another long night on the Iron Throne. Here is the introduction in full, with Game of Thrones coming to a sad end on the 19th of May. White's topical fusion between the fictional dramatic world of Westeros and the reality yet equally as dramatic of the Premier League was very clever indeed. A draw would have meant that Manchester City could have gone 3 points clear at the top of the table with just one game to play, and not to mention a superior goal difference as well. There were many talking points throughout the game. One being Mo Salah's potential concussion after colliding viciously with the hip of Newcastle stopper line.Divock. The Egyptian left the pitch in tears on doctor's orders. Another controversy was the actual awarding of the free kick, with Fabinho looking to dive after being closed down by Origi, about 5 yards from the linesman. However, despite multiple incidents being discussed, if you were watching NBC, then you would surely have had a more positive talking point to discuss with your mates. Arlo, NBC's leading Premier League commentator, produced a quite compelling opening to the game at Street. James Park with a Game of Thrones themed introduction. Well, as we approach the final episodes of this spellbinding saga to crown the new Premier League kings, Xherdan Klopp will set his Red Dragons out to scorch the St. James Park turf, so he can spend another long night on the Iron Throne. Here is the introduction in full, with Game of Thrones coming to a sad end on the 19th of May. White's topical fusion between the fictional dramatic world of Westeros and the reality yet equally as dramatic of the Premier League was very clever indeed.